Greetings everyone, my name is Greg. In this video I am going to be talking about a post that I saw on Facebook that kind of got my blood to boil. And it starts off, someone blaming God, shut the fuck up. We have, as humans, been given a chance to become something in the universe. An opportunity to be the best we can be. And to help others do the same. This has been going on for eons. No, 250,000 years at most, but to continue. What we refer to as God is another life before us. Oh, brother. To continue, giving us information to live that has been proven beneficial and more effective for positive living than our lines of generations have been trying to tell us by their interpretations of or opinions on. I'm going to pause with that and wait the fuck 1 minute. To actually claim, number one, that this God thing is another life before us. What the fuck is that? But it's basically, it's an external, this God is something external to you. But that that this God has given us information that has been proven to be more effective and beneficial for positive living. Now, Christians, is slavery beneficial? Is it effective for positive living? Is rape beneficial? Is infanticide, child abuse, human sacrifice, genocide, murder, manipulation, intimidation, are those things beneficial? Perhaps I've not run into the right type of beneficial for those. To me, in my atheist line of thinking, those things are harmful. They're not beneficial. How about the aspect of telling somebody what they have to think? Is that beneficial? Is saying to somebody, you have to believe this or else, is that beneficial? What's that benefiting? Or having no graven images. What does it benefit? To say, you can't wear something like this. What the fuck does wearing this have to do with the goddamn thing? If a God exists, why is it threatened by my necklace? Why is it threatened by any fucking image? Be it. Fuck it. Why would it be threatened? It's a graven image. Why would a God, a magical fucking being, be threatened by any type of graven type of image? What the fuck? I'm human and I'm not threatened by that shit. Or what day of the week somebody acknowledges as a Sabbath, or if they even do. What the fuck would that be beneficial to society? You want to talk this Ten Commandments shit and try to act like this God instilled information that was been proven to be positive and beneficial? Oh, bullshit. The Bible is the most sadistic, narcissistic, vile piece of fiction that has ever been dreamed up. But to continue this, that life before us can only give us so much information, though. Just like a parent to a child, you can give so much input to a child to help him or her be safe and secure in their life. However, they have to make up their own choices and make mistakes in order to understand. That is the only point in this where I agree with them. The only one. A child must be given the ability to make their own choices. But I would also add, you cannot threaten a child with, you give them information, tell them what you would want them to do, and then before you make your own decisions, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to break your arm, or I'm going to chop your hand off, or I'm going to hurt you in some way. What you are doing by that is you're attempting to subvert their choices. because the child could be so driven by, I don't want to be hurt, that they wouldn't make the same choices that they would without the threat. So you're trying to subvert their free will by issuing the threat in there of, if you don't do what I say, this is going to happen to you. I'm going to fuck you up. It's obnoxious. It is not loving. It is not good. It is not moral. It is simply bullshit. However, to continue this, and the cycle continues, there will be all sorts of changes in conditions, both internal and external, viral and bacterial, whatever we create. That is what knowledge without wisdom gives us. We distorted the wisdom for the knowledge. Children do the same. In a universe where time is beyond us. Hold the fuck on. Time is beyond us? I don't even understand where Christians like this get this idea. Time is beyond us. No. Scientists have realized with things like quantum physics and string theory that what we call time, the past and future, could be simply different vibrational frequencies of the same, to use the term, now. But time being beyond us? No. Time is basically a perception. But be that as it may. We are still children, distorting wisdom to seek knowledge. Then blaming God or claiming there is no God. Either way, it's wrong. Seek to gain wisdom only when you know God. Bullshit. Flat out bullshit. First of all, any type of God that would have come up with the fucking Bible is what the Christian jackoffs would call Satan. A malevolent son of a bitch that is so insecure that it is looking to try and manipulate, intimidate, coerce anyone into, you will kowtow to what I say or I will hurt you. That is not loving. That is not beneficial. That is not positive. We behave a hell of a lot better socially than is advocated in your fucking Bible. The idea that what is in any fucking religious text is some kind of instruction for life. Oh, bullshit. But what this really drew to my attention is the aspect of codependency. And in the link portion below will be a link to abuse101.com about codependency. Codependence personality disorder is a dysfunctional relationship with ourselves. The codependent is characterized by their obsessive and repeated attempts to live their life through another, or to live the life for another. To enable this switch, they attempt to control another and to control circumstances. The codependent may often feel like they are a victim, or that everything wrong in their life is another's fault. They have a tendency to blame others for wrongfulness within themselves, or to be hypervigilant to others' actions and opinions. They may attempt to fix others, or feel an intense anxiety in a relationship. They fear intimacy, yet self-contradicting, they have an intense fear of being alone or abandoned. I would encourage people to check out the information on codependency, because the aspect of it fitting religion, The God is codependent. Christians and pretty much the believers are also displaying, a lot of them, codependent behavior. But I'm going to give the list of signs that you may be a codependent abuser. Constantly seek approval and affirmation from your mate, having no sense of the self-identity outside of a relationship. You know, the God always seeking the approval and you have to praise and worship this God incessantly throughout time, that it has no identity of its own outside of its bullshit relationship with its codependent followers. Inability to feel comfortable when alone. Feeling of being different, not like others. Confusion or a deep sense of inadequacy. Feeling either totally responsible or completely without blame. Yeah, you can't blame God for anything. Even things that this God could control, can't blame God. Not God's fault. It's always someone else's. Extremely dependent on your mate, an intense fear of abandonment. This God has an intense fear of abandonment or not being praised. Unyielding and in need of constant control over all aspects of the relationship. Extremely low self-esteem and may be very self-critical. Difficulty in developing or sustaining meaningful relationships. Long line of failed relationships of which the codependent believes the other partner was always to blame. You're a sinner. You deserve to go to hell. Lies for no reason. Creates a false self that the outside world sees. Denies or refuses to recognize that his actions are not normal. Denies feelings of fear, insecurity, inadequacy, guilt, hurt, or shame with self. Gets bored easily, needs to feel excitement. And these are the signs that you may be a codependent in an abusive relationship. Dependency on difficulty in following a simple project through, inability to concentrate, unhappy, joyless, unable to relax and have fun, depression, sadness, fear of change, intense lack of self-confidence, inability to make even simple decisions or choices, denies feelings of fear, insecurity, inadequacy, guilt, hurt, or shame with self, inability to positively see alternatives to bad situations, pessimism, isolation from friends and family, believe there is something wrong with you, think you need to change to make your partner happy, fear of mistakes, feel anxiety when faced with anger and criticism, confusion between love and pity, tendency to be a rescuer and seek those who need you. The thing is, I contend, the religious belief, religion itself causes mental illness. Be it codependency, delusional disorder, narcissism, or even, in a sense, extreme cases, psychotic. Someone being an absolute sociopath. Because that is what the God is displaying with the way it acts. The thing is, any parent that goes around threatening their child is a malevolent, evil parent. You do not teach a child by threatening them. One thing I hear frequently from Christians is this idea of punishment. That if you do something bad, you have to be punished. cause and effect, in a sense, the universe is not interested in, to use the term, punishing someone. If you make a decision that is not necessarily good, like I could use myself as an example in my smoking, because I do smoke a lot. And yes, it can be pointed out that it is a bad choice. I'm not going to be punished for it. The aspect of, it wouldn't really be a punishment, the aspect of if I would end up getting either like lung cancer or whatnot, a cancer of any sort. That's not a punishment, that's just to use the term cause and effect. It's an effect of the cause that I'm setting in motion. But it's not something that I'm concerned about. Because, simply put, I don't worry about it. The idea that it'll shorten my life. It shorten my life in a world surrounded by people that are bowing to threats and intimidation, manipulation, and so forth. Yeah, fine. Shorten my time in the funny farm. It's not going to break my heart. Now there are those that are in my life that I'm not looking to shorten my life or my time with them at all. But it's one I'm not living in fear of what could happen because of cigarettes. Simply doesn't matter to me. I very rarely, if ever, drink. I'm not into drugs. I'm not into, in a sense, sports of any kind, so I'm not going to be, in a sense, risking my life with any type of skydiving or whatnot. Screw that. Now, the only reason I'd jump out of a plane is if there's something wrong with the damn plane. I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good plane. But the thing is, you can't threaten someone and try to be saying that, okay, make your own choices. No, because if that threat is back here, that will be influencing their choices. It simply doesn't work. And it's not the aspect of somebody, be it whether they're smoking or using drugs or drinking or whatever, they end up getting a disease or something happening because of a cause and effect aspect of what they were doing, or be it with sports or even in a profession like professional wrestlers, that they end up getting an injury and hurt or killed. It's not that they're being punished by anything. It's simply either bad luck or shit that happens, that cause and effect type of thing. It's not a punishment. And the idea that you have to be punished for doing certain things. Oh yeah, really? You have to be punished unless you mouth words of belief in some magical scapegoat. Then, oh no, don't have to be punished anymore. You mouthed the right magic words. You used our get out of jail free card or get out of hell free card with Jesus. So you can rape all the children you want. You can abuse anyone you want. You can be as vile as you want. And then just be, I found Jesus. And magically, oh, now you don't have to pay for anything. Now there's no punishment. You were going to be punished severely. But now, no, you found Jesus, so it's okay. That's immoral. That teaches nothing. All that shows is you can be a fucking asshole and then just mouth words. And, oh, no, you might be punished by man, but in an afterlife, you're going to be rewarded because you thought the right thing. Fuck you. This is not good. This is not beneficial. This does not help society at all. What it does, it actually would degrade society. If people, as a society, as a whole, would behave this way, we would have things like the Inquisitions, the Dark Ages, where scientific understanding and our knowledge of life, the universe, the planet, was retarded because of a fear of religion, because of a fear of what these jackasses are going to do to them. It is harmful to society, not beneficial. The iron-fisted, do what I say or I'm going to fuck you up, is an evil mindset. It is wicked to the core. And the fact that you can, as Christians, can go along with this and say, as long as I believe in Jesus, it's okay. It is disgusting. It makes me want to puke. This doesn't teach good values. What it does is set up for an abusive relationship and excusing abusive behavior, all because it's part of your fucking team or your tribe or your clique. Put your fucking pom-poms away. I'm not interested. It doesn't matter how many threats you try to make to me. It doesn't matter what kind of bullshit you want to spew. Not buying into this, it's what makes me moral. Because how can a moral person go along with immoral behavior? Just to try, in a desire to save your own selfish, self-centered ass? Where is your humanity, Christians? Where is your morals? Where are your ethics? Where is your standing up for what is right because it is the right thing to do? Where is that? Not because Jesus said it, or because if you don't think this way, you're going to be tortured by this God. Fuck that. This type of nonsense not only is what makes me an atheist, but it also makes me an anti-theist. Not only do I see no evidence to believe in a God, I say it's a goddamn good thing. Because what sadistic bastard, what codependent son of a bitch would want to live under this? Or maybe someone that is a codependent son of a bitch. Someone that is wanting to live a life of servitude and slavery, groveling forever. Because that's the way they see it. They think that's the only choice. You have to go along with this. You have to grovel or burn. No. Both your God and what you pitch as your devil are evil figures. But what I would contend, going by just what's in your stupid fucking book, the devil doesn't do a damn thing evil. The Satan figure doesn't do anything evil. Nothing. The only time it would was in your Old Testament, the Torah, where it was acting as the strong arm of the God. Then the one who is ultimately responsible for that behavior is the God, because it was giving the stamp of approval. It is immoral. It is unethical. This is wicked shit. I can't grasp how people can mindlessly support this. But a lot do. It's disgusting. Talk to you later, people.